Hello and welcome, adventurers! I'm Mary, and in this video, I'll be going over the references to Final Fantasy I we encounter in Stormblood. This video is part of a series retroactively covering references to Final Fantasy XIV's predecessors, and contains spoilers for Stormblood and Final Fantasy I. Now, before things get too chaotic, let's get into it. With the release of Stormblood came 2 additional jobs for our Warrior of Light, Samurai and Red Mage. Red Mage is one of the 6 jobs available in Final Fantasy I. It's a versatile caster and is able to use both white magic and black magic. It also has access to a wider variety of equipment than the other mages, including swords, a now iconic part of the Red Mage image. Speaking of image, the Red Mage's level 70 antiquated duelist set is reminiscent of the original Final Fantasy I sprite. There's also a Red Mage barding you can obtain from Eureka Anemos. While this barding is more of an homage to Final Fantasy XIV's Red Mage, the helm mimics the quintessential peak of a Red Mage's fashion, their feathered red hat. If you pre-ordered Stormblood, you would have been rewarded with a wind-up Red Mage minion. Like the wind-up Minions of Light, it's based on art found in the V-Jump strategy guide for Final Fantasy I on the Wonder Swan color. There are 2 monster types originally seen in Final Fantasy I that I missed in my previous videos. Thankfully, they also appear in Stormblood. The first boss of Sastasha Hard Mode is a scorpion named Karlabos. Scorpions can also be found in the Rust Rock section of the peaks. The Nagas are chimeras made during the Allegan Empire. While they lack their predecessor's large snake-like body, they do sport a snake from the crown of their heads. Nagas are first seen in Aza's Law in the Beta Quadrant, and make an appearance in the Fractal Continuum hard mode as biomanufactured Nagas.
When are we gonna fight Chaos? All this monster hunting is a pain in the ass.
Well, Jack, you'll be happy to know that you actually can fight Chaos in Final Fantasy XIV. In Alphascape 1 of the Omega Raid series, Omega pits us against the original final boss himself. The name of the quest that unlocks Alphascape 1 is called In the Beginning There Was Chaos. This is a cool reference because it could be interpreted in one of 2 ways. The idea that the beginning of the Final Fantasy series had Chaos as a final boss, or the state of chaos that existed before the universe in many creation myths. Before entering the battlefield, Cid mentions that he's having a hard time discerning fact from myth in Chaos's profile. This is a soft reference to the ending of Final Fantasy I. Defeating Chaos ends the 2,000-year time loop. Doing so erases the people's memories of the Light Warriors and their deeds, but their story lives on in legend. The arena where we fight Chaos is based on the Chaos Shrine from Final Fantasy I, and there are a lot of very cool little details. You can see the partially destroyed pillars from the shrine's dilapidated present version. These winged demon statues brandishing polearms are reminiscent of one scene in Final Fantasy I. The blue mosaic on the floor is a callback to the blue tiles seen in the Chaos Shrine in the Game Boy Advance and later versions. While not exactly a Final Fantasy I reference, the throne Chaos sits on might be familiar to those who've played Dissidia. It was first seen in Dissidia Final Fantasy's Chaos Shrine of the Past. You can see the similar shape, and the design on the back is the same. There's also a red carpet in both iterations leading up to the throne. The song that plays is a rendition of Final Fantasy I's battle theme and uses the same name. During the fight, Chaos uses an attack called Knockdown, which is my personal favorite reference. Before fighting him as Chaos, the Warriors of Light challenge Garland at the start of Final Fantasy I. In the original English translation, Garland responds with the now infamous line, "I, Garland, will knock you all down," before getting trounced as an easy first boss. The attack in Final Fantasy XIV actually does knock down the players, so he made good on his threat. It just took 18 years. Chaos has 4 distinct battle phases: Earthquake, Inferno, Cyclone, and Tsunami. These are the names of the unique attack Chaos slings at the party in Final Fantasy I. The elements of these attacks evoke the 4 fiends of Chaos: Lich for Earth, Marlith for Fire, Tiamat for Wind, and Kraken for Water. There's also a soft reference to the 4 fiends during his Final Fantasy XIV iteration. Each elemental phase has a mechanic involving up to 4 fiendish orbs. The Add phase has a dark crystal appear in the center of the arena, and Chaos siphons power from it. The Black Crystal, or Black Orb in the English translation, is Garland's link to 2,000 years in the past. Stormblood brought us some amazingly memorable music, with some nostalgic callbacks. The Prelude or Crystal theme, first heard in Final Fantasy I's party creation menu, is part of Stormblood's title theme, called Long March Home. Long March Home also plays during the world map transition scenes, and a special version is heard during Lisa's Victory Walk. The song for the dungeon The Drowned City of Scala contains the prelude leitmotif that starts at around 24 seconds into the track. Heartless, which plays during FFXIV 4, also has a prelude leitmotif that starts at around 50 seconds in. The Final Fantasy theme, or opening theme, heard at the bridge scene, makes a comeback in Stormblood. A World Apart plays when you turn in the final stage of the Eureka weapon. The scene culminates with us lifting the completed weapon over our heads, and the "I found an important item" fanfare is heard. And it's heard again when Gerald thinks he's repaid his debts to Rowena. So, what's your favorite Final Fantasy I reference in Stormblood? Was there something I missed? Let me know in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like to help out. Thanks for watching, and until next time, adventurers, remember, you matter, and may you ever walk in the light.